Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game of our doubleheader here as we are about to get underway with the women's soccer matches. Your Montgomery College Raptors are taking on the Garrett College Lakers. Starting lineups will be shortly, and after that we'll give you a quick rundown of what to expect this game, including starting lineups and all that good stuff here in Rockville, Maryland. Caleb Scarborough on the call, my man Miles working the camera. Thanks for tuning in to this Montgomery College Athletics broadcast as your Raptors get ready to take on the Lakers.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Montgomery College for this afternoon's matchup between the Lakers of Garrett College and your Montgomery College Raptors. Montgomery College is committed to providing an exclusive and respectful environment for everyone. The use of abusive or derogatory language, as well as any violence towards officials, players, coaches, or spectators will not be tolerated and may result in the removal from the stadium and campus facilities. Only players, officials, and team staff are permitted on the field. We kindly ask all spectators to remain off the field at all times, including during halftime and after the conclusion of the game. Thank you for supporting Montgomery College Athletics. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, joined with our Raptors is the varsity team of the Seneca Valley Screaming Eagles. Again, thank you for coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please stand for the playing of our correction. We'll go into starters, starting with Garrett. Number 3, Chloe DeWitt. Number 8, Amara Brown. Number 11, Jacqueline Jeffries. Number 13, Georgia Lynn Ward. Number 14, Riley Bernard. Number 88, Ada White. Number 21, Isabella Schaefer. Number 22, Kylie Kitty. Number 23, Mara Melbourne. Number 24, Liberty Schweitzer. And number 25, Ronnie White. And for your Montgomery College Raptors, number 1 out of Sydney, Australia, goalkeeper Ruby Lancaster. Number 8 out of Germantown, Maryland, defender Adriana Gaines. Number 10 out of Etorf, Germany, defender Romy Seleni. Number 11 out of Silver Spring, Maryland, defender Hiwan Desta. Number 12 out of Rockville, Maryland, forward Lindsay Laura Cedillo. Number 14 out of North Germany, midfield Julianne Sonneveld. Number 16 out of Silver Spring, Maryland, Catherine Yanez. Number 17 out of St. George, Utah, Liliana Erickson. Number 19 out of Germantown, Maryland, Brianna Herrera Talavera. Number 24 out of Durwood, Maryland, Darby Marshall. And number 25 out of Silver Spring, Maryland, Carla Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your starters. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match. Thank you.
afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game of our soccer doubleheader on this Montgomery College broadcast, where your Montgomery College Raptors are taking on the visiting Garrett College Lakers here in beautiful Rockville, Maryland. It is a cool fall afternoon for soccer. Temperatures right at 64 degrees for kickoff here in early October. My name's Caleb Scarborough, and I'm excited to bring you this matchup between two Maryland junior college programs. Raptors, 4-9-2 overall. They dominated in their last match against Howard Community College, winning that 9-0. The Lakers are 2-8 overall and have dropped their last 6 matches. This Raptors team has absolutely dominated some teams, defeating them by 5+ goals, and then they've also lost several games by 5+ goals. The question is, did their match on Tuesday give them some sort of momentum as the season is inching closer and closer to postseason play? And for Garrett College, it's been a tough last month. Their last victory was back on September the 16th. Some bad news and good news for the Lakers. Bad news is that this team in their past 6 matches has been outscored 37-2. The good news, they scored both of those goals in their last match, which was on Tuesday. So can they keep those goal-scoring opportunities here as they try to defeat this Raptors team? Both teams searching for a bit of momentum as we enter the critical few weeks before regional tournament play gets started at the end of this month. Raptors going left to right on your screen, all white unis. Lakers going right to left, rocking the baby blues. Let's give you the starting lineups as we are underway. In the goal for the Raptors, number 1, Ruby Lancaster. Number 8, Adriana Gomez. Number 10, Rami Zellini. 11, Hiwan Desta. 12, Lindsay Lara Cedillo. 14, Julene Sonnevelt. 16, Catherine Yanez. 17, Lilia Erickson. 19, Brianna Talavera. 24, Darby Marshall, and 25, Carla Hernandez. For the Lakers, in the goal, number 88, Ada White. Number 3, Chloe DeWitt. 8, Amaria Brown. 11, Jacqueline Jeffries. 13, Georgia Lynn Ward. 14, Riley Bernard. 21, Isabella Bernard. 22, Kylie Kitty. 24, Liberty Schweitzer. 23, Mariah Milborn. And 25, Ronnie White. So this Raptors team, 4-9-2 overall. They did win their last match, dominating in that one. Looking to see them do much of the same here today. They'll be going against this Lakers team that has 0 subs today. That is it's a tall task for any team in any sport when you have no subs. I would probably say the 2 toughest sports, Miles, to not have any subs, I would say soccer and hockey have got to be the 2 hardest ones to not have any subs. With just the amount of running that's involved, it is going to be a tough match for this Lakers team. That is the challenge for some of these junior colleges, to be able to have enough student athletes to field a team. We'll see how the Lakers handle having 0 subs today. Lakers head coach Zachary Ward manning the sideline over there. It's in his 3rd season here. So Raptors, in their victory the other day, number 17, Erickson had a hat trick. And then a pair of goals from Contreras and Garcia. This team played exceptionally well, racking up an ample amount of goals. We'll see if that can transition as this season continues to get closer to postseason play. This is a Raptors team that in their 2 prior games to Tuesdays were outscored 9-1. So again, it's one of those things. We've seen this Raptors offense pour in a lot of goals and then in other games disappear entirely, and we've seen the same thing for their defense. We haven't had a whole lot of consistency from the Raptors. Hopefully that match on Tuesday will get things flowing in the right direction. As this Raptors coaching staff led by Coach Lucia Holsendorf. Here's Sonneveld taking a shot. It's going to take a deflection. It's going to end up out of play for a corner kick. I've said Raptors corner kick a lot this afternoon. If you missed the men's match, men's team dominated Garrett College, winning that one 7-1. I believe we ended up with 15 corner kicks for the Raptors in that first match of our doubleheader. We'll see if that trend continues here. Ball played in. Raptors get a foot on it. And that's going to go harmlessly out of play here for a goal kick. Couldn't ask for better weather on this fall afternoon. The skies are literally cloudless. It's a beautiful blue sky here. A little bit of a breeze. Like I said, temperatures right at those low 60s. See all the student athletes rocking the short sleeves and shorts. Raptors playing out of the back here. It's Gomez playing it near side to Desta. Desta inside to Erickson. I've talked about her quite a bit this season, her affinity for that right foot and right foot only. Granted, I will say that right foot is pretty dang good most matches. Zellini finds Yanez in the middle, who's got all day long. Here's Desta, back inside to Yanez. Tried to do a little 1-2 action there, hit that one with way too much pace. Erickson's going to be cut down here. Excuse me, Sonneveld is going to be cut down here. It's going to be a Raptors free kick. Good spot here for the Raptors to test this keeper. Like to see what number 88, Ada White, can do, especially the sun is shining right in her eyes. You can see it on the broadcast here. She's shielding her hands right now with that goalie mitt, trying to see the ball. This one's played. It's not going to test White at all. It's going to go wide. Exciting times here on the campus of Montgomery College as classes are well underway and we get closer to postseason play for fall sports. That's men and women's soccer and volleyball, and then men and women's basketball getting started here soon. You can keep track of all things Raptors, including schedules, results, rosters, interviews, articles, and more by visiting mcraptors.com. Zellini switches the field. Good pass here. Plays it near side to Desta. Desta plays it to Talavera. Chance here for the Lakers. Their first chance to get the ball on their offensive half. And it's quickly taken from them. As I mentioned, this Lakers team is on a 6-game losing streak right now. The good news is that they scored 2 goals in their last game, which was on Tuesday. Before that, we have to go all the way back till September the 16th for the last match in which they scored a goal. Those of you keeping track at home, that's almost 500 minutes of scoreless soccer for this Lakers team. So those goals in that last match, even though it was a defeat, you know it felt like a victory in a lot of ways for the coaching staff to get some goals in the back of that net. Sometimes it's almost infectious one way or the other. If you're scoring goals, it seems like everybody starts scoring. The ball just finds the back of the net. Those unlucky bounces turn lucky. And then it's the flip side of it. Sometimes when your team's in a drought, man, it just doesn't seem like there's anything you can do to get yourselves out of it. Talavera near side here. She's going to dance, push it out, hit it with her right, float it in, shot at the goal, and saved by White. Good opportunity there from Carla Hernandez. That ball ended up at her foot, leaned back, didn't put a ton of pace on it. Pretty easy save there by White. Here's Yanez with it. She's going to play it back to Gomez. Gomez has it. She's going to switch the field. Zellini taking her space. Good hit from Zellini. A couple good passes here early on from Zellini. I'm liking what I'm seeing there. That is Erickson. Talavera hunts it down, looking for the cross, plays it in. Raptors with a chance. Hernandez again. And again, that one sails high. So Hernandez back-to-back chances on these crosses. Neither of them hit very well. Erickson on the far side here. Raptors being patient, switching the field, playing it inside. Here's Sonneveld with that right foot. She turns. Too big of a touch. Looks like that was number 25, White. Able to cut that one away. Now we've got Erickson chasing after it in the corner. Hits the corner flag. I'm not sure what the call is going to be here. There we go. Referee finally gave us a signal. It's going to be a corner kick here for the Raptors. Sonneveld's going to jog over. Raptors have 5 in the box. Sonneveld plays it. It's a good ball there from Sonneveld. Not a single Raptor charged after it. She hit that ball right at about the 6-yard box, exactly where you want it. Had plenty of pace on it. Good defense there by number 12, Laura Cedillo. She wins that one back for the Raptors, who are going to look to switch the field. Here's Gomez. She's got plenty of space and time as White Number 25 for the Lakers is walking towards her. Sonneveld looks to switch. I like that pass there. Erickson didn't mean to lay it off, but she did, so Hernandez will rear back and shoot. Ada White fumbles it a little bit, able to recover. Carla Hernandez with a handful of opportunities here in this one. That's her third shot. And about the first 15 minutes of play. Score 0-0 if you're just joining us. Your Raptors taking on the Lakers of Garrett College. Both teams have had ups and downs this season. For the Lakers, they're on a 6-game losing streak. For the Raptors, they had a dominant outing on Tuesday. Both teams trying to get a little bit of confidence and a little bit of momentum. Sonneveld switches it to Erickson. Erickson with a bad pass in to Hernandez, turns it over. Able to win it back though. Raptors have a handful of student athletes waiting to check into the match that we'll grab once they enter. Ball played in, cleared by the Lakers. Hernandez is going to chase it back. Here's Gomez. Going to switch it near side to Desta. Desta, not many options here besides to drop it back. Raptor movement up top has been a little weak here early. Need to see some movement, see some checking in, rotating out, some diagonal runs. Right now the Raptors are just kind of standing around. Sonneveld, Yanez cuts it, lays it off to Marshall. Shot saved! What a save by White coming off her line. Marshall looked like she had a sure thing as a goal. Excellent work there by White, being aggressive, getting off her line and coming out and making a big save. Raptors will have a corner and we'll have a handful of substitutions here. I'll grab them as I can identify them. Referee didn't blow the whistle to play that one yet. So a couple substitutions here for the Raptors. Let's see, number 3, Maybelline Hernandez will enter, and number 15, Catherine Cortez Aquino. Also entering for the Raptors was number 5, Emily Garcia. So Raptors definitely need to take advantage of that deeper bench than the Lakers. When I say a much deeper bench, the Lakers, as I said early in this broadcast, have a total of 0 subs. You heard that right. 0 subs, which this is one of the toughest sports to play and not have a single sub. So one of the things we'll have to keep an eye on is how do the Raptors take advantage of that. And for the Lakers, how do you maintain for 90 minutes and how do you come up with some sort of offense to be able to muster up some sort of goal-scoring opportunity. Early on, they have not had the ball over the midfield line offensively. The Raptors have possessed it about 95% of this match so far. Laid off to Sonneveld. Sonneveld with a chance, hits it with her right. Miles, I know both of us are smiling up here because I've said it so many times, but if Sonneveld would just use that left foot, my goodness, that was the perfect example of what I'm talking about there. She had a chance with her left. Try to hit it with her right with the outside of her foot, and that's not an easy thing to do because it was about as weak as a newborn baby kicking that one. Sonneveld's playing well, though, like she has the majority of the season. She is always active and always finding those creases to sit in. Here she is again finding a good crease. Shot with that right from deep is high. Raptors on the season averaging just over 2 goals a game, having almost identical goals for and goals against per match, right above 2. For this Lakers team, I've mentioned it earlier, it's been a struggle offensively, averaging less than a goal a game and giving up on average 5 goals a game. Been a difficult season for both teams. Like I said, though, it's all about when you get hot, and right now would be a good time for the Raptors to start getting hot. This ball's played into Marshall. She pokes it with the right, and a Laker defender in the right place at the right time. But here comes the Raptors again. That shot is wide. That was number 3, Maybelline Hernandez, who hit that one with her left, and it'll go wide for a goal kick here. This is Maybelline with it. Dances with it, pushes it with her right to Yanez. Yanez, excellent job. Miles, it's one of those things right there. It was hard to notice, but the way that she shifted her body, that quick little hesitation move, gave her just enough space to make that defender think that she was going a different direction. Yanez has been one of those players this entire season that I've been impressed with. Just her knowledge of the game, her game IQ, her ability to kind of sit in the right spot to feed the ball around. Her and Sonneveld in the middle have been a really good combination for Coach Holzendorf's team. Here's Desta taking her space, feeding it into Sonneveld, who turns. Gonna drop it all the way back to Gomez. Yanez with tons of space. Plays it outside to Lara Cedillo, who finds Maybelline on a cut. Just a little bit too much on that pass. It will roll out of play. So 0-0 our score. About halfway through this first half. Here's Erickson, plays it in. That's number 13, Ward, who cuts it away for the Lakers. Yanez with as much space and time as she wants. She'll switch the field to Desta. Lakers have definitely parked the bus, and what I mean by that, parking the bus, is putting all the defenders behind the ball. It's really what they've been doing the entire first half. It's one of the things, though, if you're the coaching staff, that's really all you can do when you don't have any subs. You need to preserve as much energy as possible and look for those counterattack moments. Good touch there by Garcia. Ball's crossed into the near post, and White comes out and grabs that. Raptors going to switch the field here. It's Aquino playing it across to Larcedillo. Takes it inside to Yanez. Yanez with time. Up to Maybelline. Erickson looking to make a run on the outside. Decides to cut it back in. Splits the defenders. Still on her right. Beats another. Ball ends up to Sonneville. She puts it out with her right. Hits it with her right. Goes wide to the right. Nice little combination build-up play there from the Raptors that started all the way in the back with Gomez switching the field, getting it out wide. Yanez finds it, finds Maybelline. Maybelline to Erickson to Sonnevelt, and that ball just went a little wide. But good combination play, something that coaching staff's definitely going to be pleased to see. Had to refresh my stats page right here because I saw 18 shots and I thought we were looking at the men's match from yesterday, or excuse me, from earlier. But no, that's correct. Your women's soccer team has 18 shots already, 7 of them on goal. Unfortunately, none of them have found the back of the net yet. We are 0-0 here at Montgomery College. Nice little move there from Larcedillo. Still has it, looking for someone. Not able to find anyone. Ball bounces out to Erickson. She drops it back, feeds it inside to Yanez. Yanez looks to switch. Gomez has Desta here, but she finds Sonneveld inside. That's a tight window to fit that pass. Good pass here to Garcia. Shot and saved. Miles, this Raptors team is starting to knock on the door a little bit, getting some good looks. Nevertheless, White has been up to the task. Referee's got to call a handball at that one. I mean, she brought her hands up to her chest and knocked the ball. No handballs to call. Sonnevelt's dribbling. Larcedillo playing it to Erickson out wide. Erickson tries to find Sonnevelt, somehow squeezes it through. That's a couple tough passes she's made. Yanez is battling right here with number 23, Milbourne. And Milbourne ends up finding the ball, but it looks like Yanez is fouled. She was. It's going to be a free kick from about 30 yards out. As the coaching staff just yells out, Emily, if you're going to shoot it with your laces. So Miles, not a betting man, but I would bet right here that Gomez is probably going to shoot this, and she may even shoot this with her laces. Let's take a look. 2 in the wall. As I said, probably about 28, 30 yards out. Well, I think I was right there. I mean, Gomez, she did shoot, and the coaching staff should be very pleased because not only did she shoot Miles, what did she do? She shot with her laces. Just high on that one, though. Ball go out of play harmlessly for another goal kick. It's going to be the Raptors' 20th shot on goal. Excuse me, 20th shot overall, not the 20th shot on goal. 8 shots on goal. Sonnevelt's really battling for this one. Well, that's number 14, Bernard, able to escape that pressure. She is fouled. Good work there from Bernard. Sonnevelt's not an easy one to get away from. Maybelline wins this one, feeds it to Yanez. Back to Maybelline. Maybelline still at her foot. Defenders racing back. Maybelline dancing, right foot is shot, deflection. Excellent work there in the back line by the Lakers. I believe that was number 25 maybe. No, excuse me, at number 24, Liberty Schweitzer doing an excellent job back there on D. Desta with tons of space. Plays it up the line to Garcia. Garcia pushes inside, has Desta making a run. An overlap, too much on it. It's going to roll out of play here for another goal kick. We are half an hour into this match. 0-0 is our score. Thanks for tuning into this Montgomery College Athletics broadcast. Caleb Scarborough on the call here with you. I mean, Miles working the camera. We've been spoiled this afternoon with the weather, even though we're both bundled up a little bit as this sun begins to set on our backs. We're going to soak up as much as we can before it gets dark. Nice play here by Sonneveld getting this out wide to Desta. Desta feeds it back inside to Yanez. Gomez looks to switch. That's a tough pass, but she makes it. It's Laura Cedillo. Feeds it inside to Marshall. Turns. Weak shot is deflected. Ends up on that right foot of Sonneveld. She's going to play it out wide. I like this ball. I think it may have too much. No, Garcia with a little bit of speed gets to it. And we'll have a fourth corner for the Raptors. The Raptors have not allowed the Lakers to get any sort of semblance of an offense. It has been basically kickball city for the Lakers because they haven't had a chance to even possess it and make a handful of passes together. I think their biggest combination of passes is 4 in a row. Not a great service there from Sonneveld. That one went out of play on the kick. It's going to bring in a substitution here for the Raptors. Marshall's going to check out. I believe this is Carla Hernandez checking back in. Maybelline switches it outside to Laura Cedillo. She's got space. Beats one defender. Falls down. Referee says no contact. Sonneveld with it. Dancing. Right foot shot. Took a deflection, I think. And it did. That was a good-looking shot from Sonneveld. That was going to test the keeper. It's going to go out of play here. Raptors going to get another chance at a corner. We'll see if Sonneveld can have a better service on this one. I mean, the Raptors are doing everything but scoring here. White has been up to the task. She has 9 saves. Here's Maybelline on her back foot. A Laker comes in, disrupts her shot. Here's Yanez looking to switch, and she does. Finds Garcia. Garcia tries to split the defender. She brings it inside. Ball ends up over at Sonneveld. She's going to switch it. Raptors brought in number 21, Isabella Ziegler. Here's Sonneveld, hits it with the right, plays it in. Looks like we have an offside flag. It's going to go up. Good idea there by Sonneveld, though, looking to pass that ball out wide to Laura Cedillo. Cedillo, though, just offside. This breeze continues up here. This Lakers team has played the ball short every time. Not sure they have much power behind any of their goal kicks. Not sure Lancaster for the Raptors has touched the ball the entire match. She's been doing what she's doing right now, kind of standing around the midway point on her defensive side. Here's Desta, feeds it inside to Garcia, a little bit too much heat on it. Sonneveld in the right place at the right time. She's going to kick it all the way back to Aquino. So we approach 10 minutes left in this first half. 0-0 our score. We're hoping to see this Raptors team keep that offensive juices flowing. Tuesday in their match against Howard Community College, they dominated and won that one 9-0. Ziegler cuts it in. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass. Either way, it took a deflection and ends up in the hands of White. White's played well, honestly, Miles, back there in the back. I mean, she has been aggressive. And when I say aggressive, she's been smart when she has been aggressive. She's come out at the right times. She's made good reads on the ball, something that's not easy to do because I'm not sure if White is necessarily a full-time goalkeeper. It's one of those things when you don't have any substitutes, sometimes you got to put people in positions that aren't their best or aren't their favorite. But White has been up to the task in the first 35 minutes of this match. Garcia, cheeky move. Lays it off to Sonneveld. Sonneveld tries to fit one into a tight window. Deflection. Maybelline out to Ziegler. Ziegler goes right back into trouble, though. Sonneveld spins to that right. Tries to float it over top to Garcia. Garcia not able to get there. Too much pace on that ball. Raptors will make a substitution. Looks like this will be number 13 for the Raptors. Michaela Marin. Fifth substitution for the Raptors. Miles, you got to wonder at some point, too, or maybe these substitutions is a kind of a mental, a psychological game. The other team has 0 subs. You have a bunch, so you keep bringing in new players. Remind them of how tired they are. I don't know, Miles. Maybe I'm just an absolute sicko up here, but that's probably what I'd be doing as a coach. Right on cue, another substitution for your Raptors. I believe this is Talavera coming back in for the Raptors, and it is. Referee's going to say that ball went out of play, so it'll be a throw-in here for the Lakers. One of the few opportunities they have to be able to get it past midfield. We'll see if they take advantage of that. And unfortunately, they don't even get a chance to possess it past midfield as Yanez cuts it away. Garcia feeds it inside to Hernandez, who's looking to switch. Here's Maybelline. She's got Talavera going out wide. Raptors have 3 in the box, a 4th coming. Talavera shoots it wide. Nice little move there by the center back Ward. She beats one, tries to find her forward Brown with it. Raptors gain possession again. Here is Milborn trying to play it up to White. Not able to do so. So Raptors get it back. Here's Gomez with it. Maybelline with tons of space here. She's going to turn. Raptors are all running away from her, though, Miles. It's not what you want to see. I know you may be outplaying this team, but one of the things you don't want to see is bad offense, which is running away. You can have one or two make a through run, make a run over the top, make a diagonal run, but you need to have somebody check into the ball. All 5 Raptors were heading away, as they're doing right now. Sonneveldt's going to sit here in the middle looking for it. Ball played in. And White, aggressive off her line again, making some good reads. Five to go here in this first half. 0-0 our score. Garcia with a good touch. Defender draped all over her. She pulls it back. Not a great pass, though. Quino with as much time as she wants. She's going to play it up to Ziegler. Ziegler with a good first touch, trying to beat a defender. She does. She's got 3 in the box. Floats it in. Maybelline, or excuse me, Hernandez tried to do a back heel. And that one's going to go wide. As our stomachs start to growl here at Montgomery College. 0-0, Raptors not able to continue their scoring prowess in which they finished last game. Erickson had a hat trick last match. Contreras and Garcia had a pair of goals each. And the Raptors in this first half have had 27 shots, 11 of them on goal, but White for the Lakers has been up to the task each and every time. Here's Marin with it. Look to dribble up line. Beats one. Ball's poked away from her. She's able to save it. Dancing, hits it with her right off of the defender. It's going to be a throw in right at that corner flag. Garcia looks up. She's got 4 in the box. Tries to find Hernandez. Hernandez has had a knack for getting to the ball this afternoon. None of those have resulted in a goal, but she has been aggressive, hunting her shot. Lakers play it short. Not a great clearance here. Here's Maybelline. Took a big touch, not able to corral it. Here's Sonneveldt. Switches it. This is Ziegler out wide. She brings it back into Talavera, who shoots it from deep. And White right into her mitts again. I think if you're Coach Ward for the Lakers, you have got to be pleased with this first half. Your team, with no subs, you've lost 6 games in a row, has managed to keep this a 0-0 tie. I think in a lot of ways defensively you're really pleased with your team. This is a team that's averaging, giving up over 5 goals a game. Offensively, though, and that's been a struggle all season, you haven't had any sort of flow. You really haven't even connected more than 3 passes together. So how do you kind of hunt for this, this counterattack opportunity? For the Raptors, I think you just got to keep plugging away, keep knocking on that door. A little bit more combination play. Some of these shots have been a little wild, as here's a chance for Maybelline, and it's cut away, so it will be a corner. But as I was saying, this Raptors team has had some chances. I would say some of the chances weren't great. Nevertheless, they've been able to challenge this back line. Talavera back out to Ziegler. Ziegler with the right foot. She shoots it. White, what a save. My goodness. Ada White, have yourself a first half. Double-digit saves for the keeper. She was able to poke that one away with her right hand. That was not an easy one. Ball from Sonneveld. Header. And it looks like the referee's going to call a foul, so it's going to go the other direction as we are under a minute in this first half. Bright spots for the Raptors. I think Garcia has been fantastic since coming on as a sub. I think Carla Hernandez has really been hunting her shot. Hasn't had a real good look, but she's been hunting it. Sonneveld has done what she's done best all season, which is be in the right place at the right time. Gomez in the back, Laura Cedillo, they haven't had to do much work besides switch the field. We'll see what the Raptors can do as this clock gets closer to 0. Do they have one last push here in this first half? Talavera lays it off to Ziegler. Back inside of Talavera with her right. And that will be our halftime whistle. 0-0 at the end of the first. Raptors get 11 shots on goal. Ada White up to the task for this Lakers defense, as she's been fantastic in the goal. So we'll be back with second half action here in about 15 minutes. Our score 0-0 at the break here at Montgomery College. Welcome back, fans. Second half action here at Montgomery College. 0-0 is our score at the halftime break as we are about to be underway. Those of you joining us, Raptors definitely dominated the first half. Had 11 shots on goal, over 20 shots, but none of them were able to beat the keeper, number 88, Ada White, who was fantastic in the goal, getting off her line quickly and aggressively and making some good decisions. This Raptors team, 4-9-2 overall. They won their last match on Tuesday where they poured in 9 goals. There have been some flashes of opportunity in this first half, but the Raptors have just not been able to take full advantage. For the Lakers, they have not connected more than 2 or 3 passes together all night. It's been a struggle for them offensively all season, and that trend has continued in the first half here. Keeper Ruby Lancaster for the Raptors. I think she touched the ball at halftime more than she's touched it all game. If you missed the first game of our doubleheader, your men's team took care of business against Garrett College, winning their match 7-1. Hoping the Lady Raptors can do the same here and pick up this doubleheader sweep against a Maryland junior college foe. Thanks for tuning in to this Montgomery College Athletics broadcast. Caleb Scarborough on the call here with you. Most likely one of the few remaining regular season matches here. Raptors will have sophomore night on October 21st. Make sure you keep track of that and come out if you have the chance. Looks like that ball's going to roll out of play here. It's going to be a goal kick. Raptors in that first half, like I said, had 11 shots on goal. Carla Hernandez had a handful of them. She wasn't able to find the back of the net. Sonneveld had some chances as well. Nobody able to beat this keeper, White, who's played really well here. Here's Sonneveld looking to switch the field to get it out wide to Garcia. Eventually finds its way to Garcia. She finds Maybelline at the 18. Dances, pushes right, shot! In and out! Rebound! What a save! What a save! Ava White, full stretch! Unbelievable save there by Ava White. Full stretch after that ball hit the underside of the crossbar. Came down, the deflection was there for Carla Hernandez, and Ava White, Superman, saving that one, keeping us at 0-0. Holy smokes, Miles. Ava White there in the goal, making her 12th save. None better than that one right there. My goodness. I don't know how, if you're a Laker, you're not absolutely fired up right now after your keeper lays out and makes an unbelievable save. I mean, the Lakers are acting like she does that just every day. I mean, they nonchalant about it, but my goodness, I don't see many keepers at this level making those types of saves. Raptors are going to have to do some sort of magic to get a ball past Ava White. Raptors bring back in a couple starters, Erickson and Marshall re-entering the match. Here's Erickson with it now. She had a hat trick last match. Hasn't done much today. Good pass played up to Hernandez. Marin tries to play it up to Erickson. Ball cut away from her. Be a Raptors throw in near the Raptors bench. Story of the first half I mentioned to you, this Lakers team is without a single substitute here. So these young ladies are going to be playing a full 90 minutes. A lot of contact there. Referee isn't going to call anything. We're going to play on. Here's Sonneveld with space. Pushes it with her right. A shot. That ball had some heat on it. Ava White up to the task again. Sonneveld put a little bit of mustard on that one, but Ava White, my goodness. Ada White has been fantastic. Here's Ziegler looking to play Talavera to the line. Not a great pass. Turns it over. Raptors going to make a couple substitutions. Looks like number 7 for the Raptors, Zoel Haas, is going to enter. Janez controlling it, going to drop it back to Gomez. Far side to Erickson. Erickson, bad pass. Luckily for the Raptors, this Lakers team hasn't been able to connect more than 3 passes together. So the Raptors able to win this back. Sonneveld plays it near side to Ziegler. Ziegler back inside to Sonneveld. Sonneveld has Haas. Instead, she turns. Beats one, lays it out wide to Erickson, who's looking to take it to the goal line. Cross, back post, Lance, Talavera, shot! High and wide. That's what you want to see if you are the Raptors coaching staff. It's the type of pass that you want. Just haven't had that connection to actually finish. Coach Holsendorf and her staff full of Dennis Shart, Samuel Sasu, Jose Alvarado, and William Rivera. Quino Gomez passing it back and forth here in the back line. Ball played in. Sonneville takes a hit. She's strong, though, able to hold off the defender. She's going to switch it near side here to Ziegler. Nice step there by number 14, Bernard. Quino's not used to having this much space and time. Yells at Ziegler to check to her. Big touch there from Ziegler. I think that ball went out of play, and it did. "34 minutes to play in this one. Our score is still 0-0. Hard to believe when this Raptors team has just been pouring in shots. But that's been the story. Ada White has been incredible back there in between the pipes. Here's Yanez, though. Looks to switch it out wide. Larsa Dio with it now. She has Haas sitting right there in the middle. Not able to get it to her. She plays it out wide to Erickson. Erickson, one touch, cross in. Marshall, header. Well wide. Lakers defense has really embraced the motto of bend, don't break. Can the Raptors get a goal? Marshall pokes. There it is! There it is! There it is! Sonneveld passes it over. Marshall reaches her leg out as far as she could, poked it with her toe, and Ada White finally gets beaten by a ball. That one happened so quickly she had no chance of getting over there in time. Sonneveld to Marshall. Sometimes it ain't always pretty. As long as it gets the back of the net, that's a job well done. And the Raptors finally break through here. 1-0, your Raptors lead. Quick play there. Sonneveld looking up, finding Marshall. Marshall, like I said, just taking her leg, stretching as far as she could, got a toe on it, and was able to send that one past Ada White. Can the Raptors get a little bit of an insurance goal here? Can the juices start flowing? This is a team that we saw score a bunch last match. We'd like to see that trend continue here as Sonneveld wins this one back here for the Raptors. She's going to look to play it out wide. Not enough on that. It's cut away by a Laker. It's Larsa Dio playing it to Erickson. Looks up, picks her spot, plays it in. Marshall gets a touch. And Ada White pokes that one away. It will be a corner kick here. Sonneveld's heading to take this one as we approach the hour mark. Quino's going to let that one roll by her, pick it up, drop it back to Lancaster, who is probably absolutely ecstatic to touch the ball. It's been an uneventful day for Lancaster thus far. Yanez tries to bring that one down. Eventually does. Going to drop it back to Gomez. Ziegler looking for somebody to make a little bit of movement. Instead, she does it herself. Beats one, floats it into Marshall. But again, Ada White quickly off her line. Doing an excellent job. I believe that was her and the center back, number 21, Schaefer. Did an excellent job bodying Marshall there. Sonneveld switches it near side. Ziegler with space. Dribbles into it. Beats one defender. Lays it off to Sonneveld. She's in a tough spot. Has it poked away by DeWitt. And then here's Lancaster. She's actually going to have somebody chasing after her. Laura Cedillo dancing. Floats it inside to Marshall. 1-2. Laura Cedillo with it to the middle across the goal. No one there. Talavera tracking it down. She has it now. Looks up. Has three Raptors in the box. Switches it. Tries to find it to Haas. Not a great pass. Too hot for her to handle, and it's poked away. Erickson feeds it into Haas. Haas with her right. Tries to pull it back to the left. Does. Now she drops it back. Ziegler with space. Thought about hitting it. Instead, turns it over. Ball played in. Scoots by a couple of Lakers. Still there for the Raptors. Yanez finds it and shoots that one wide. This little break and play, give you a couple of reminders. Men and women's soccer regular season's in towards the end of this month, but the big thing I want to call out is on October the 21st. It'll be the last regular season home match. That'll also be sophomore night. Men's match at 5, followed by the women's at 7. You want to come out or catch that one live on the Montgomery College Athletics channel. Chance to celebrate those student athletes that are considered sophomores before they move on to the next stage of whatever that looks like for them. Oh my goodness, a chance here for the Lakers. This is number 8 Brown with it. Somehow finds it, still has it, takes a couple of touches here. Aquino's battling with her. This is the first time we've seen the Lakers get the ball anywhere near the goal, as Aquino had to hustle back. First time all night we've seen the Lakers keep the ball on the defensive end for the Raptors. Raptors able to corral it and get it back. Now they have a little bit of space and speed. Talavera with it, hits it off a defender. Nothing doing there, the ball's cleared out. 1-0 is our score. Thanks to a Darby Marshall goal scored in the 58th minute. Shot there from Haas's ends up harmlessly in the hands of Ada White. Ada White, who continues to rack up the saves. Looking at the stats, I believe she's at 19 saves, or excuse me, 18 saves. Gomez going to switch it out wide to Laura Cedillo. She looks to feed it inside to Haas. Great step there by number 21, Schaefer. Schaefer has been so solid in that back line. Raptors have liked this left side of the field in the second half. They continue to find Ziegler down this left-handed side. Our lone goal, Darby Marshall in the 58th minute from the foot of Sonneveld. Fed it inside to her. Was able to find the back of the net. Here's an overlapping run here. Too much on that one's going to roll out of play. It will be a goal kick here. 25 minutes to go. Raptors lead 1-0. Raptors will be back in action next Tuesday. That's a big matchup against CCBC Essex. That is away. Reminder, tune in to mcraptors.com to keep track of all things Raptors athletics. Ball fed into Marshall. She has Haas running off of her. Instead, she shoots it with her left. Immediately grabs her head, knowing that probably wasn't the best option there. Good turn here from Sonneveld. We know she loves that right foot. Yanez floats over the head at the goalie. It's a goal! Sonneveld lays it off to Yanez, who just floats one. And Ada White gets beaten for the second time in this second half. That goal from Yanez.
Correction goal by number 16, Catherine Yanez, the Silver Spring native.
Yanez didn't hit that one as well as we've seen her hit shots this season. Nevertheless, that was a tough ball for Ada White to be able to track and punch over the goal. She just wasn't able to do so. Sonneveld gets her second assist, and the Raptors get their second goal in the 67th minute. So Raptors, no goals in almost the first hour of this match. And within the last 10 minutes, they've been able to score 2. Nice little combination play here for the Raptors. Ball is out wide to Marshall. She feeds it back to the middle. Squeeze through. Here's Yanez. What's she trying to do? Find Erickson. Not able to do so. Talavera, right foot, shot off the crossbar. The Raptors are pouring it on now. Several big opportunities there. Talavera absolutely crushed that crossbar. Here's a chance again. Raptors battling for it, not able to do so. Lakers are able to clear. Ball swings near side to Ziegler. Giannis tries to cross that one in, takes a deflection. It will be a corner kick. Ball played in, bounces. Larcedillo gets to it, but she's running away from the goal with it, so she'll have to reset it, swing it out wide to Sonneveld. She picks her head up, floats it in. Erickson, header, goal! Sonneveld with a hat trick of assist, picks up her third assist, first goal of the night for Erickson, who continues her hot streak. 3 goals last game, 1 goal tonight. Raptors with 3 goals in the span of 12 minutes. Ada White has been beaten finally. The Raptors kept banging on the door, trying to score. They had over 15 shots on goal before the first one went in. Now they're trying to muster up more goals here. All 3 goals tonight, Miles, coming from the same foot. Number 14, Julene Sonneveld, having herself an assist of a day. See what she ends up doing here on this one. She's got the corner. Raptors have 6 in the box. Garcia checks back in. Good ball, up in the air, lots of contact. Ball pokes its way back out to Sonneveld. She picks her head up, hits it across goal. Lots of deflections, looks like it's clear, but it ends up at Marshall's foot. Raptors still have a chance here. Erickson lays it off. Giannis, shot, saved. So less than 20 to go here. Raptors have scored all 3 of their goals in the span of 12 minutes. That ball takes a deflection. It's going to be a corner for your Raptors. Raptors with 3 games left in the regular season before postseason play gets started. Nobody deciding to kick it. Someone finally does. Looks like it was Erickson. And she hits that one right at Ada White. It's going to be Ada White's 20th save, if I'm not mistaken. Given up 3 goals, but made 20 saves on 49 shots. I mean, to say that Ada White has been busy would be understatement of the month, I would say. Here's Garcia, dribbling inside, lays it off to Yanez. Yanez, good idea with Erickson. Erickson just wasn't making that type of run. Would have liked to see Yanez hold on to the ball. There's been a couple times I felt like Yanez has been a little too, I don't know, not even, just not aggressive, really. She just hasn't been aggressive at times. I would like to see her beat a defender and take it towards goal. She has a great shot, and she's so shifty with the ball. There's times where I feel like she doesn't dominate as much as she could. Raptors making a substitution here. Coming onto the field is number 4, Contreras. Contreras scored a pair of goals on Tuesday. Ball floated in. Contreras tried to control it, went by her. Man, White's going to come out and grab it. Under 16 to play here. Raptors leading 3-0. All 3 goals coming within a 12-minute span in the second half. This Lakers team was giving up a lot of shots and a lot of shots on goal, but they were really embracing the mantra, bend, don't break. However, the foot of Sonneveld began its magic, in which she has 3 assists. The first goal, Sonneveld dishing it over to Marshall. The second goal to Yanez, and then the third goal over to Erickson. And that's where we are here with 15 to play. Haas with a good touch. Would have liked to seen Haas turn with it. Nevertheless, she plays it to the middle. Garcia drops it. Sonneveld with space. The right foot. Shot. Goal! Have yourself a day, Julene Sonneveld. 1 goal, 3 assists. I've said it once, I'll say it again. You do not let her get to that right foot, because if you do, she's going to make you pay, and she has done that all afternoon, getting her first goal of the day. This goal here by Sonneveld scored in the 76th minute. If you're the Lakers, I think I'd probably just stick somebody on Sonneveld, because she's been the entire offense for this Raptors team. All 3 assists, 1 goal. Header. Goal! Contreras, welcome to the match. Just subbed on moments ago. And Lara Cedillo floats a ball over to Contreras, and this game is starting to get out of hand. 2 goals in 2 minutes, 3 goals in 6 minutes, 5 goals in 18 minutes. The floodgates are fully open here. It was going to be a tall task for this Lakers team to beat the Raptors today. I mentioned they have 0 subs, and not only that, statistically, things just were not in their favor. This is a team that has struggled to score all season. They're on a 6-game losing streak. In the first 55, 56 minutes of this one, they held strong. They battled. They had nothing going for them offensively, but defensively, they were holding this Raptors team to a bunch of shots, but they just weren't breaking. And it just felt like it was only a matter of time before the Raptors broke through. And the last 20 minutes, that has been the case, as the Raptors are up 5-0. Sonneveld Not a great kick there. That one actually went out of play before coming back in play. So that will be a goal kick here for the Lakers. Inching closer and closer to the final whistle here. 12 and a half to play as Aquino chases back for this one. Here's Gomez. Plays it out wide. Larcedillo up to Marshall. Back to Larcedillo. She's got players to switch the field. She drops it back to Gomez. Desta to Haas. Haas cuts it in. Sonnevel, she's got that space again, Miles. Lakers step to her this time before she could get a shot. Larcedillo floats it in. Header by Garcia, and it will go wide. Raptors substitution here. I believe this is Marin coming back in. Going to take out the player of the game, Sonneveld. She should be getting a standing ovation right now. I'll give it to her from up here, Miles. 3 goals. 3 goals. Come on, not 3 goals. 3 assists, 1 goal. She has been incredible today. Everybody should be giving her a bunch of high fives and congratulations because she was just so good as she's been for the majority of this season for the Raptors. I'm telling you, Miles, that's the reason I'm so big about her using that left foot. If she could get a left foot, some confidence with it, she has real talent and real opportunities to be able to play at the next level. But you got to be able to use both feet even at the D3 NAIA level. It's a lot of good competition. Raptors soccer team's looking to complete this sweep against Garrett College. Men's team won their match 7-1. That match featured 3 first half goals. It was 3-1 at halftime. Then the Raptors scored 4 in the second half to win that one 7-1. Here in this one, the women's side, 0-0, 0-0 at the halftime break. The Raptors didn't get their first goal until the 58th minute, and then they started pouring them in. They had 5 goals in an 18-minute span. Absolutely blew the doors off of this one. Raptors building out of the back. Marin with a bad touch. She turns it over. Battling for it, not able to win it. Here's Yanez with as much space as she wants. She beats one. See what she does. She plays it out wide. Here's Marshall. She's got 5 in the box. Not a great cross. Desta with it. Thought about shooting it. Instead, she's going to try to play it out wide. Not enough on it. Raptors doing anything they want right now offensively, just passing the ball back and forth, tons of time, able to turn, spin, switch the field. Definitely can feel the energy really dissipate for this Lakers team. Again, a team that played really well considering they have 0 subs. Haven't scored a lot of goals this season, on a 6-game losing streak. And it really held it together well for the first 57 minutes. And then after that, the Raptors finally were able to kind of break through and start capitalizing on all of those chances they've had. Looking at the stats right now, which is probably only going to continue to grow. Got registered over 50 shots, 26 of them on goal. It's 21 saves for the keeper, Ada White. Really couldn't ask for much more from her if you're the head coach for the Lakers, Zachary Ward. This team has held up for about the first hour. For the Raptors, they're continuing their scoring barrage this week. Back-to-back victories. But here's a chance here for Brown. It's the second time we've seen her the second half have a chance with the ball. She cuts, beats one, but then turns it over. In 2 games this week, the Raptors have scored an astonishing 14 goals. But that's been kind of the story, though, we've seen this season, and I talked about in the opening, was that this Raptors team has gone through periods where they have been dominant, where they have beaten teams by 5+ goals, but then also been defeated by 5+ goals. And so really looking for that consistency here with this Raptors team as we inch closer and closer to postseason play starting at the end of this month. The Raptors have 3 more matches after this. The first one's going to be next Tuesday against CCBC Essex. That'll be a big one. That one's then followed by the College of Southern Maryland next Thursday, and then their last regular season match and the one that is scheduled for home and sophomore night is on the 21st of this month. So you're looking at just under, I believe, 3 weeks. So I look at the calendar here. Yeah, less than 3 weeks before regional tournament play begins. So if there's a time to be scoring a lot of goals, I'd say right now is the perfect time for it. A reminder for all of you Raptors fans, keep track of all things Raptors by visiting mcraptors.com. Gomez has pushed up. She's playing more of a wing role right now. Coach Holzendorf giving her that opportunity after manning that center back position so well. Raptors will make another substitution here. Get this substitution as soon as I can see it. Looks like that's number 23, Yayoi King. Enters for the first time here tonight. Here's Haas. Has it stolen from her. Lakers able to partially clear. Desta, big switch here. Kicks it over to Marin. 3 minutes left in this one. Raptors looking to take this one home. Up 5-0. Lakers look to clear. Raptors trying to get one more here before this final whistle goes off. Player of the game is definitely Sonneveld tonight. 1 goal, 3 assists. She really got this offense going when there wasn't a whole lot happening. A couple other stars of the match for the Raptors. Haas came in. She turned it over there, able to pass it back. Yanez played well. She's going to shoot this one from deep. It's going to scoot wide. That's one of those things that I talked about a little while ago. I want Yanez to be a lot more aggressive in her play. She's very quick. She's very sharp with her passing. Great first touch. But sometimes I feel like she does a little bit too much passing and isn't as aggressive as she could be. She played well this afternoon. Gomez played great in that center back role. Her, Lara Cedillo, Desta got the start tonight. Talavera played well. Marshall had a goal. Yanez with a goal. Erickson with a goal. Sonneveld with a goal. So 5 different Raptors connecting on goals tonight. So they're looking to get one more. This one's shot from deep from Lara Cedillo. That'll probably bring us down to the 1 minute mark here at Montgomery College. Raptors, men and women's teams are going to sweep Garrett College. Lady Raptors here are going to move to 5-9-2 overall. Like I said, they have an opportunity with 3 more regular season matches as Ada White gets herself another save. Raptors' next match is on the road next Tuesday. As this clock winds down, a huge shout out to several folks. Miles, my man on the camera all season long. Huge shout out to him for being up here and taking care of the camera work. Huge thank you to George Zuniga, the coordinator for all of this, that handles all the scheduling and getting everything set up. Caleb Scarborough on the call here with you. This will probably be my last regular season match of the season. And a pleasure to be along for this ride. I'll be keeping a track of all things Raptors by visiting mcraptors.com as well to see how this team ends up for the rest of the season. Make sure you come out on October 21st for sophomore night here at Rockville, Maryland. Final score here, Raptors 5, Lakers none. Raptors move to 5-9-2 overall. Lakers drop their 7th in a row. They are 2-9. Our goals scored in the 58th minute by Marshall, 67th by Yanez, 70th by Erickson, 76th by Sonneveld, and the 77th minute by Contreras. And that puts us at a 5-0 victory for your Raptors. Men and women's teams dominate the Garrett College Lakers. Make sure, again, to keep track of everything Raptors by visiting mcraptors.com. Fall season's finishing up here soon, and winter sports will be active real soon after that. Till next time, thanks for tuning in to this Montgomery College Athletics broadcast. Caleb Scarborough on the call. Till next time, go Raptors.